Well, good morning, Busy Bees. Here's your morning news rundown for Monday, November 10th, 2025, in under 5 minutes. So the Senate passed a procedural vote 60 to 40 on Sunday, ending the 40-day government shutdown. The 8 Democrats who crossed the aisle were Dick Durbin, Illinois, 80 years old; Catherine Cortez Masto, Nevada, 61 years old; Jackie Rosen, Nevada, 68 years old; John Fetterman, Pennsylvania, 56 years old; Maggie Hassan, New Hampshire, 67 years old; Jean Shaheen, New Hampshire, 78 years old; Tim Kaine, Virginia, 67 years old; Angus King, Maine, 81 years old. And I mentioned their ages because this is an issue. This is an issue between the old guard and the new guard. I'm tired of hearing on MSNBC and these other pundits that were adults in the room. No, they're not adults in the room. They are old people with old ideas on how this government should run, and they're running on a plan or an idea that no longer exists in government in terms of negotiations and crossing the aisle. The Republicans held strong. They weren't going to cross the aisle. And this is what created the impasse. We did not. We wanted to negotiate. And instead of holding strong and riding on the sails of all of the blue wave, they did the opposite. Right? And I don't want to hear about, we don't know all the details. Well, we do know the details, right? Someone wrote in my comments. The continuing resolution funds the government through January 15, 2026, maintaining 2024 spending levels. GOP leaders promised in a December vote on the ACA subsidies. They promised, it's not in writing, right? And it's only a vote. It's not a negotiation. So they can just hold the vote, shoot it down, and continue on with their business. They're worried about the filibuster. Do you think Donald Trump is not going to go after the filibuster still? You gave him what he wanted. He's a petulant child. If you keep feeding a spoiled child, it doesn't correct the behavior. You want to keep him a lame duck president. That's just my opinion. And on top of that, he issued all these pardons yesterday, Donald Trump. He issued pardons for Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Peter Navarro, and several other January 6 co-conspirators of his. These people, unless states file charges, these people are essentially getting off scot-free. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with somebody who is going to do those things and bulldoze his way through government. That's what he's been doing, and he's winning because Democrats keep bending, because we don't have strong Democrats. We have older guards who will always be like, this is not how it used to be. Well, that's gone. That's gone. This is not going to end. This is going to continue. Anyway, that's your morning news rundown. I'm Simply Sugar. I'll come this afternoon with more news. But yeah, stay smart, stay safe, stay informed, like, share, and follow if you can.